So now it looks like our beloved iPhone 14 has another issue going on with it. Now, this one was something that I kind of thought to myself when Apple first released the iPhone 14, and that is actually with crash detection. So I'll show you the article right now that basically is in question, and it's actually pretty insane. So this one's coming from The Verge, but a ton of people are talking about it. And essentially, what's going on is they basically say the iPhone 14 keeps calling 911 when people are on roller coasters. Now, this is basically due to Apple's new crash detection feature that is within all the iPhone 14s. Now, in theory, I think that the feature is really cool. And in fact, there were already some reports stating that, crash detection has successfully called, police on a few different crashes, which I think is actually, really, really important and super useful. But in this case, and you can actually listen to the 911 call. And I mean, I don't even know if they listed it here. So they do list the 911 call, and I listened to it. It is kind of, if you were to listen to it and you weren't aware that they were on a roller coaster, you would probably assume that it was some sort of crash thing because there are people screaming and stuff. So I will give them the benefit of the doubt. But the main question is, how can Apple go ahead and address this and fix this? Because if they already had spent probably a ton of time to make sure their algorithm and everything were set up to where if you're, if a crash is detected, then it'll call the police. So maybe they didn't account for roller coasters, and maybe they didn't think people with iPhone 14s were going to go on roller coasters. I'm not too sure. But I would actually recommend people to go ahead if they want to actually listen to this, because it is actually, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference. And in fact, when there is a call with someone with crash detection on, it automatically calls 911, and it does say the owner of this iPhone was in a severe car crash. So I'm sure if people are working at a ton of different amusement parks, and if you work at an amusement park or something and you already had police come, please leave your thoughts in the comment section. But in my opinion, Apple has kind of two ways to go and fix this. One, either they can use your location, if it's if they detect you're in some sort of amusement park like a Disney World or something like that, then maybe they can sense your location and say, okay, they're in an amusement park, chances are they're probably on a roller coaster, because I don't know if you can get a car into Disneyland like that or whatever. So that might be one thing Apple can do. Another thing, maybe they can make it a little easier for you to turn off crash detection. I think there is a way to do it, but I'm not even too sure. So maybe there is a way to do it. That might be something Apple may want to do. Another thing is, I'm not like 100% too sure, but I have seen a few different videos of people actually, trying to test crash detection. And as far as I know, I don't know if it vibrates your phone or anything. I think it just displays something like along the lines of, not Siri, but something along the lines of like this. And it says, we're about to call, emergency services, click here if you don't want to do it. I don't know if there's a way for them to go ahead and make it so they can like vibrate it like crazy or something like that. That way people can go and test it and, turn it off. But if you're on a roller coaster, you're probably not even going to detect that. So I'm going to be very curious to see what Apple does here, but hopefully Apple can go ahead and address this problem. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit the subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.